Hi Crafty friend, it's Justine. Today I'm going to color with you on camera with a 3D embossing folder. I know that a lot of you saw my card from last month. I'll pop it on the screen, or cards I guess, and you were wondering how in the world did you do that, and I had several comments, so here I am showing you how to do it right now. I'm going to start with a white piece of paper and turn this into something gorgeous. So to do that, I'm going to go ahead and open up my embossing folder. This is the 3D one of the month. It has a lot of greens on it. It has blossoming flowers. It's just gorgeous. So what I'm going to do is I spray my embossing folder. I know a lot of people spray the paper and then do the embossing folder, but I just spray the embossing folder and I don't spray the paper because the paper gets wet enough from here. Some people use a baby wipe. I'm not the biggest fan of having baby wipes all over. Unless it's for a purpose of using it on a baby, but just to me the environmental impact that leaves for in a craft room is just not really, it's not it for me. So I'm just going to use water, and it's cheaper, let's be real. So I'm going to go ahead and spray this off camera just on the side here so I don't get my work surface all wet, but it's just a mist. Now that it's wet, maybe you can see there's just a light mist on the embossing folder. Then I'm just going to pop this in. It really doesn't even matter where it is on here because it's going to make a beautiful design either way. So there is my design. You can kind of see what it will look like. And I'm going to run this through my platinum, which is off camera right over on the side here, just so I can keep crafting. I don't want to pop it on my big desk here because I want to keep this video going, you know? All right, here I go. All I'm doing is running it through my platinum, so it's no biggie. Okay, then I open it up and ta-da, look how pretty that is. Gorgeous. You could even leave it like this. You don't even have to color it, but I'm going to show you 3 cards after this. You can maybe peek and see one here. But I just love embossing folders. I'm just saying. Alrighty. Okay. So to start off, I'm going to go ahead and just take a look. It looks like, you know, mainly this is flowers. So what am I going to be using? It looks like I'm going to be needing a couple greens. So my go-to greens are the 2 that are already on my desk. This is from yesterday's video. Haven't even put them away yet, but I figured why put them away if I'm going to need them now. But I definitely need a couple more greens, so I'm going to go ahead and just grab a couple here. And these ones are the blue greens, just for fun. So basically all you have to do is color it. It's really not a big secret or anything at all. What you're going to do is just take your Copic markers and just put it right where you want it. That's all it is. You could use zigs. You know what? You could even use Crayola if that's what you got in your house. And you just color it. And it's so cool because it's more than just coloring the raised image. It's raised. So there's a texture there. And when it's on a card, it looks amazing. So all you have to do is color. And you're just going to be light and gentle just so it doesn't fall. So if I'm coloring this area, I'm not pressing down too firmly, but the 3D embossing folder gives this dimension, and if you just add a little color, it really starts coming to life pretty quickly. I definitely would recommend using this with markers and not colored pencils, just because colored pencils are going to smush the dimension, and you don't want to smush the dimension. Okay, now on these bigger flowers, I'm just going to put some dots on some of the raised areas. I'm not going to be too specific, just to give it a little color texture, and that's that. And now on these little flowers, I would typically leave these white just because they look like daisies to me, but the background will be white. So they're going to be little blue flowers. So basically what I'm going to do next is color this, and it will be sped up with a little bit of music on the background just to keep it rolling. Otherwise we'd be here for an hour and a half long video, and that's just a little too long in my opinion. So you can ask me any questions in the comments if you have any, and I can get to you there. Otherwise I'm just going to color. Alright, I'm all done with coloring all of the raised images. Now I want to tie in the pink a little bit better since it is kind of a blue-green heavy card. So I'm going to take the RV32, or 34, sorry, and I'm just going to make polka dots kind of scattered throughout with the tip of my marker. Some big, some little, just to give it a little connection to the pink so it's not so out of left field, I guess. Coloring this was so relaxing, I almost kind of dozed off. I don't know if that means that I'm just very relaxed or if I need to go to bed soon, but my goodness, I just love coloring. I kind of joked around with my husband earlier today that that 5-year-old me would be so excited to see me now because I get to color for my job. Actually, both jobs, kindergarten teacher and crafter. Okay, I definitely like this polka dot look. I'm going to also add some of this light purple. It's technically called lavender. Be a polka dot kind of card. I don't know, I just think it's really important to play around in your craft room and just have fun with it. And I use crafting for relaxing, so relax, craft, make something fun, and just enjoy it. And then send it to somebody that needs a smile. Everyone loves getting happy mail, right? Wouldn't you rather get a card in the mail than a bill? I know I would. 5-year-old Justine never had those bills. Anyway, here's a look at all of the Copic markers that I used today. If you're interested in copying, that's fine, or just make it your own. I always say you can use what I did or you can make it your own. I don't really care. This is to inspire, so if you want to do it like me, that's fine. Okay, so I was thinking that I would do a wax seal on top of this, and the wax seal for this month, ooh, we're gonna go pink. The wax seal of this month is called Made with Love, so that's super duper cute. And oh my, just hit the camera. So I just think it would be fun to layer up some colors here on the background and have kind of a fun looking springy card. I know spring is far away, but we can enjoy it, at least the colors. Maybe not pink paper, maybe purple. Love the cool tones. Ooh, that's the combination right there. So I will just layer these up and add my wax seal. If you're interested to know how I wax seal, I have a whole playlist on my channel called Wax Sealing, and I go through all the steps and the tips and the tricks, and I have a whole bunch of cards for inspiration, so you can check that out. I know some people are kind of frustrated when people just put the wax seal on the card and they don't have anything behind it, as if it's not holding anything, which, okay, that's your style and your opinion, but I don't mind a wax seal being plopped on a card. I think, first of all, there's not a rule saying that you have to put something behind a wax seal, but second of all, it's for fun, and this is crafting for fun, so you know what? If you want to plop your wax seal, you can totally do that. And if you want to put something behind it, you can totally do that. So, just saying. Alright, now to kind of make my wax seal pop and come to life, I'm going to use, let's use silver for fun. These are my paint pens. They are a little stinky, but they work very well with my wax seals. I like to use them on the raised areas, and it just kind of turns the wax seal into a wow piece for the card. I've used a few brands of these, and I'd say that Deco Color is the best one that I've used so far. It is not washable, so just know that, but it definitely has a good way of dispensing the paint without it kind of blobbing everywhere, and it also has a long-lasting shine. I haven't noticed any dulling on my wax seals, and with some other companies I have noticed that it kind of dulls after a while, and I don't like that, so go Deco Color. Not sponsored. Anyway, for putting this on, you can use glue dots, you can use foam squares, and you can also use liquid glue, which is my go-to. So I'm going to go ahead and just pop it on, and that will be my finished card. So I'll let that dry where it is, and I just am really pleased with how this turned out. This is very girly, and I love that about this card. Okay, I might add some flowers on this. I will have to decide, but as I am deciding, I'm going to show you the other three that I made with this embossing folder. So on this one, I used gold embossing powder and the small die of the month to make this one. And then the sentiment is a better pressed black foiled piece. I know, black foil for better press. Kind of weird, huh? But it does look pretty good in my opinion, and I had fun with it. I was trying out a new technique on the background with this one, and I was using a embossing dauber. It turns out it did not work. So just saying, I went back to my old method, which is just using my embossing ink pad, and it did work. So that was great. And then this one is a simple one, still with that fun background and my wax seal, and then that same flower from the small die of the month. So you can see that there. Super pretty and shiny. And then my last one is featuring the stamp set from this month that is called Just Because. So I use that stamp on here. BB Cameron's little die here, and then a little bee, and then the embossing folder is just shining and shimmering on the background and just being wonderful. So I love that, and I love BB Cameron's dies that she has here. There's this one, and then there's one that is kind of a different shape, but they are small but mighty. Okay, I am going to add some flowers to this, so I'm probably going to do that off camera, and then it'll be on my Instagram, I'm assuming, but I think it just needs a little something else for this wax seal to kind of be with. So I think I'm going to let this card just be as it is. I think it looks fabulous, and it was made with love, so we're just going to go with that. So let me know which one's your favorite in the comments. I have 4 today, and we'll see you next time. Tomorrow's the 10th, so get ready for new release day. After I stopped filming, I remembered I had a scrap from some glimmer, and I wanted to put something on this band, so I ended up using my scrap that was glimmered with moon dust, and I love this card now. I feel like that just that glimmer scrap took it from like an 80% kind of card to 100%. So I am loving this now. So just had to give you a little update.